Hello and welcome back to the Sagtikos Manor YouTube channel. Today we're going to be starting a series of videos that will give you an overview of the Thompson-Gardiner family tree. Both families have been part of Long Island's history for over 3 centuries. To try and keep this video concise, we're going to mainly focus on the branches of the family that own Sagtikos Manor. You can even visit some of those family members at Sagtikos Manor Cemetery. This way, the next time you visit Sagtikos Manor, you will know the story behind those stones. We have a lot of people to get through, so let's begin. The line of the Thompson family that would come to own Sagtikos Manor began with Reverend William Thompson, who was born in Lancashire, England in 1597. In January 1619, aged about 22 years old, he graduated from Brasenose College, Oxford. Sometime later, he married Abigail Collins. We know this because she was with him when he immigrated to New England in 1634. They first settled in Sagtikos, Maine, an area now known as York. In 1639, the family moved to Braintree, Massachusetts, then called Mount Wollaston, where William became the town's first pastor. The Reverend quickly gained a reputation as a gracious, sincere man. In October 1642, William was sent as a missionary to Virginia, but a new law outlawing Puritan teachings, coupled with the increasing volatile relations between the white settlers and the local Powhatan tribe, meant he soon returned to New England. But while he was away, tragedy struck. In January 1643, Abigail died at age 50, leaving behind at least 4 young children. One of these sons was John, probably the eldest and about 8 at the time. After his mother's death, John was primarily raised by family friends in Massachusetts. In 1656, John came to Long Island and settled in Setauket. He was one of the 55 original proprietors of the town of Brookhaven. He married a woman named Mary and soon showed a keen head for business. Over his time on Long Island, he wound up accruing considerable real estate, which he eventually divided among his children. His youngest son was Samuel, born in 1688. Samuel went on to marry Hannah Brewster. Hannah is noted to have had an exceptional education for the time, probably due to the wealth of her father, the Reverend Nathaniel Brewster. The pair had 2 sons, Jonathan and Isaac, and 5 daughters. The eldest, Isaac, went to sea and was never heard from again. Jonathan did the opposite and stayed in Setauket, inheriting all of his father's real estate. Jonathan is noted to have been an extensive farmer like his father. He would end up serving in the office of Justice of the Peace in the town of Brookhaven for nearly 40 years. In 1734, aged 24, Jonathan married Mary Woodhull, also from Setauket. Mary was noted as a woman of gentle disposition who possessed many estimable qualities which justly ensured her to all her acquaintances. I would also like to note that her nephew was Abraham Woodhull. You might know him better as Samuel Culper, aka Agent 722 of General George Washington's Culper Spy Ring, which operated on Long Island during the American Revolution. He was the main character of AMC's Turn, Washington's Spies, a TV show that aired from 2014 to 2017, and which I highly recommend to any Long Island history fan. And another close connection to history, Hannah Brewster was the great-aunt of Caleb Brewster, aka Agent 725, another member of the Culper Ring. In 1758, Jonathan Thompson bought the parcel of land that we now call Sagtikos Manor for £1,200 British sterling. Family lore has it that he brought the money down to Sagtikos from his North Shore home in the saddlebags of a handsome gray horse. It was a gift for his second son, Isaac. This makes him the first Thompson-Gardiner proprietor of Sagtikos. In 1772, Isaac married Mary Gardiner of East Hampton. She was the daughter of Colonel Abraham Gardiner and the granddaughter of David Gardiner, the 4th proprietor of Gardiner's Island. Family tradition maintains that Mary made the long trek back to her new home on a pillion behind her new husband's horse. Soon after the marriage, they more than doubled the size of the original house by adding 9 rooms. Isaac and Mary were at Sagtikos during the American Revolution. After the British victory in the Battle of Long Island in 1776, Sagtikos was used as a local headquarters for the British Army. Many English soldiers and officers of high authority lodged at Sagtikos Manor, including General Sir Henry Clinton. This period of Sagtikos' history was described by Isaac's great-great-granddaughter, Sarah, in 1936. Quote, in 1777, more than 300 light horse on their way east biovac'd for the night on the estate of Judge Thompson and made, as usual, free use of his property. The commanding officers, among whom was Sir Henry Clinton, in their tours of the island, frequently stayed at Sagtikos. On one occasion, the house was assaulted in the night by some British sailors belonging to a vessel of war, and Judge Thompson was himself dragged by a rope around the neck across the highway and threatened with death, but was saved by one of their number saying that, as he was a magistrate under the king, they should not hang him. He was also fired at while going upstairs to the attic with a lighted candle in his hand. Again he was saved, as the bullet, instead of finding its mark, lodged in the boarding at the side of the staircase." End quote. That bullet in the hole in the staircase can still be seen at Sagtikos Manor today. Judge Isaac Thompson was a prominent member of Islip Town government before and after the American Revolution, and later a member of the New York State Assembly. He organized the militia, wrote several letters to the Continental Congress in relation to affairs on Long Island, and was the founder of the Presbyterian Church of Babylon. Isaac and Mary are both buried at Sagtikos Manor side by side. However, you will note that Mary's tombstone was replaced at some point previously due to natural wear and tear. If you're interested in seeing their gravesite for yourself, go to sagtikosmanor.org and schedule your visit today. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we'll talk about Isaac's son Jonathan, who rubbed elbows with no less than 3 U.S. presidents, and the intriguing story of how Sarah Diodati Gardner Thompson's mother floated her way into the family, bringing the Diodati name with her. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you soon for episode 2.